During the
The girl
exam,
who helped
Jasmine
her
realized
friend.
something terrible. The paper she was working on was exactly the same as the practice questions. She suspected that she hadn't rested well and was hallucinating. She looked back at the classroom and realized that the seats were not the same as usual. This is indeed an exam in progress. She told her classmates behind her that we had done this before, but Ella kept shaking her head, saying it was too hard for her. A blackboard eraser flew over with a warning from the teacher. Apparently, the sound of their conversation has alerted the proctor. Jasmine decided to do what she could to help Ella. She started working on the questions. It was all familiar to her, and she did it quickly. Next, while the proctor was yawning, she switched from pencil to ballpoint pen. Then she quickly wrote her answers on an eraser. She held the eraser in her hand and showed it to Ella. Ella smiled happily as she read her cue. Jasmine took off her left shoe and quickly threw the eraser in. Ella looked at Ella with anticipation. The invigilator gave them a look and they thought they'd been caught. But then the invigilator sat back down. Their little hearts finally returned to their original positions. The worst was yet to come. Ella took off her right shoe to give to Jasmine. She was so nervous, she couldn't control it. The shoe flew down the aisle. They panicked. The invigilator won't have noticed yet, but he will if he looks up. In the heat of the moment, Jasmine came up with a brilliant idea. She picked up her own paper. She walked straight towards the teacher. The invigilator, who had never seen such a bold student before, looked at her with bewilderment. Surprisingly, the girl asked a childish question. "Teacher, do you write your name on the paper?" Ella took the opportunity to take out her eraser. She saw the answers all over the place. Unsurprisingly, Ella got a good grade and was praised. She was so happy that she invited Jasmine to a party she was planning. This party changed Jasmine's life forever. At the end of the night, Ella's rich boyfriend wanted to ask Jasmine to help him with his exams so he could own the latest sports car. The rich kid made a very tempting offer of £3,000 a test. He said he'd introduce her to more rich guys if she agreed. Jasmine, who was poor, was tempted. So on weekends, she gathered the rich kids together to learn how to cope with the exams. This time she decided to change her tactics. She said she'd play the piano and gesture for different answers so that everyone could see it and the proctor wouldn't notice. Finally, it was time for the midterm exam. The girl gestured with different hands. The rich kids in the same exam room happily followed her hints and wrote down their answers. As she wished, they all got the grades they wanted. The girl gained a large number of followers. The happy days passed quickly. It was time for the final exam. As usual, the girl's followers waited confidently for the answers. But Jasmine looked at the paper with a grave expression on her face, as if the school had realized something. They had changed the paper into an A paper and AB paper. The questions on both papers were completely different. The girl was in a quandary. After all, she only had one paper. But then something even stranger happened.